Yo, what's up everybody? So today in Anime Last Stand, I'm going to be showing you guys how to obtain and use the best macro in all of Anime Last Stand. Not only does it do your raids for you, but it also has an auto reconnect feature and it uses image detection, so that's how you know it's going to be good. Before the video does begin though, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, it would really help me out and it's completely free. Also, if you would like to enter a giveaway to win a free battle pass or a 3x speed game pass, all you have to do is go to one of my videos, go to the description, and there should be a link to the Discord server. And then you should get access, and good luck to everybody. Well, that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Alright, so now that we're here in the game, what you're going to want to do first is actually download a software called Auto Hotkey. Now, you may be asking, why Auto Hotkey? Why not use a regular macro like Tiny Task? Well, there is a lot of issues with Tiny Task. I know personally I've experienced problems like where Tiny Task doesn't click where I need it to, or to randomly shut off, or anything like that really. It's just basically really inconsistent, so Auto Hotkey is just a better alternative because it actually uses custom coding to make sure that it flows really smoothly. So I've gone ahead and left a link in the description, so if you'd like to download it, I left the official link. So assuming you got that, let's move on to the next step. So once you've actually gone ahead and downloaded the Auto Hotkey software, what you're going to want to do is join the Discord that's linked in the description below. You don't have to stay in it, but I would highly recommend it because that's where all the updates to the macro are going to be posted. So now that we're in here, you should see all these channels once you're verified. You should see this category here called Informals Hub, which includes the macro settings and all the stuff that you really need to know. So now that you're in there, you're going to want to go to update log, and the most recent version is 0.05 as of the time of recording. There probably will be more versions if you're watching this video later on, but you're going to want to go ahead and download that. Discord might see it's dangerous, but I promise you guys it is completely safe. I wouldn't tell you guys to download something that I wasn't 100% sure is safe, but once you download it, you should see this file right here called the Informal Macro V5 or whatever version you're on. So now that you have that, you're going to want to click extract all to extract the folder, because if you try to launch it regularly, as you will see here, it gives you an actual error screen. So you're going to want to extract it, and then you should get access to this folder where you can click on the main macro and it'll actually activate. So as you can see, we've officially launched the actual macro. The UI is a little bit weird right now, but I'm sure eventually it will get changed. Also, just a disclaimer, this is not a script. It is an advanced macro that uses image detection to make it more efficient, so you will not get banned for using this. I've asked the mod and they themselves use image detector macros, so do not worry. But before we go into all of that, some settings that you're going to want to have for maximum efficiency is you're going to want to go and set your graphics quality down to the bottom one, and you're also going to want to go to settings and make sure to turn off fast mode. You're going to want to have that off. And lastly, I just went to a raid just for this. You're going to want to go into settings and you're going to want to turn global shadows on. Now, you're probably confused why I'm telling you to do all this, but basically the macro uses image detection and it uses a series of images. So if you have different settings, like if you had max graphics quality, then the macro might not recognize what's happening when you actually join. So it might still work if you don't change these, but I just do highly recommend that you change it for it to have the best efficiency possible. So yeah, we have this macro here and we're going to select the raid that we want to do. So currently there's Snowy and Leaf. Obviously there's going to be more. This macro is pretty new, but for this instance I'm going to be choosing Snowy. And then after you selected your raid, you're going to want to click set window and you're going to want to click activate, and then right click on the Roblox window you're using, because if you're using something like Roblox account manager or anything that makes it so you can open multiple Roblox windows, it won't really work unless you set the window that you're actually trying to use, because the macro only affects the window that you choose. So assuming that you've just set the window that you want to do, you're going to click force size, and now as you can see my window is minimized to the smallest version possible. This is just to ensure that the coordinates when you select where you want to put your units is actually working, because if you don't have it set to the minimum size, then it might mess up because people do have different monitor resolutions. Alright, so now that you've done all of this, you're going to want to click unit 1 enable. So for this case I'm doing the Snow Village, and to do that I'm going to need to use my third slot because that's my unit that can obviously solo the raid. So you're going to want to select the unit slot. I'm using 1, and obviously I'm going to have them placed on wave 1, so I'm going to put that there. The weight section, I don't exactly know what this does, but just set that to 0. Next, you have this feature called main upgrade unit. If the unit selected is the one that you actually want to upgrade in the raid, like your strongest unit, then do click on this, but if it's not, then leave that unchecked. And then what you're going to want to do here is click open map, and you should see this pop up right here. So ignore this green line, do not click there. For some reason they changed the game and it doesn't actually work there. there. But if you do have a hill unit, then you should place on this lamppost right here. So as you can see, I'm hovering over it. I'm going to right click and then it should set the unit position. So there we go. That's so good. So let's say that you wanted to use the second unit, you just enable it. Let's say I wanted to use my Escanor as well. I would just select unit slot 1. You do need to have the amount of money that you want to place at the certain wave to place him. So I would just, for instance, put that at wave 5, and then let's just say wave 0. And I'm not going to select main upgrade unit because he's not the unit that I would like to select. And then for this case, I would place him right here. Just for this video, I'm going to do that. But now that you've done all that, it should be working perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and test it out. You do want to open the update logs section, because for some reason, if you don't do that, it might not work when you start it. You can't actually just start it from inside the raid itself, but I just went ahead and rejoined the game because I don't want my camera angle to be messed up, because it can do that. So if you are starting fresh, either start it from inside the raid or just rejoin the game. I do recommend using a private server, because if you use a public server and it tries to go into the raid area, then it might not work because someone might be inside the capsule already. So just start it in a private server. It's completely free, or just start it in the raid. You know, it doesn't really matter. But now that we're ready, we're going to press F1 and there it goes. So as you can see, it's going to go to the raid section. It's going to turn your camera angle and then it should walk into the actual raid capsule. And there we go. It's going to go ahead and enter the raid, and then it's going to select the raid of our choice, and it's going to teleport. So as you guys will see right here, it's going to go ahead and manually zoom out. I'm not clicking my keyboard at all, and then it should place our unit right there, and it did. There we go. So it's going to automatically be upgrading this unit, and then at wave 5, if we have enough money, it should place our Escanor unit at the place that we chose. You guys can choose to use tiny task, but if your internet does cut out, then you're going to be really screwed, which is one thing that I really like about this macro, because obviously it has that auto reconnect feature using image detection. Again, it's completely free, and I'm not being paid to do this. I just really think it's a really good macro, and I wanted to share it with you guys. There we go. It's automatically upgrading our 7th company captain, and it's going to go ahead and keep doing this all the way until we actually win. So let's skip forward to when the macro is actually done with the raid. All right, so as y'all can see, we're currently on wave 20. It's spam upgrading our 7th company captain, and if you did it right, it should do what it's doing for me right now, and it's going to click retry, and then it should loop all over again. So it detects that the snowy map is there, and then it's going to zoom out, and then it's going to repeat the entire process over and over until when you actually decide to end it. So yeah, it works completely fine if you set it up right. If you have any problems, DM the owner. He's inside the Discord actively. He is looking for people to test. So if you'd like to test all the recent versions, then you can go ahead and message him as well. It is a passion project, so that's why it's free. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out a bunch to show you guys that it does work over long periods of time and doesn't really mess up. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I just let it run for like half an hour and it went perfectly fine. So that just goes to show you guys that it does actually work. Currently there are 2 raids available, but soon the creator was talking about adding things such as daily raids, which will automatically do all 3 of your daily raids for you for every map. They were also talking about saving settings, which is pretty easy, as well as doing story mode and legend stages. So if you guys want to grind for those new units, then that should be really good. Also, caverns might be getting added really soon, so that would be really cool to see. And I've even talked to them about potentially adding like summer portals to there. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to actually be done, but if he can actually do it and add the summer portals to there as well, that would just be absolutely insane. Basically everything in the game would be macroable. But yeah guys, let me know, are you guys going to be using this macro? Me personally, I definitely will, because I hate when I try to use tiny task and I go away for hours and I come back and I'm disconnected. So this is going to be a huge help. But yeah, if you want to download it, again, the link is in the description below. If you did enjoy the video, then please make sure to like it. It would really help me out. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off here. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.